Howdy, everybody. Welcome to Step Into the Portal. My name is the Brandt, and we're going to play some Marvel Champions today, kind of celebrating the new Black Widow movie that came out this weekend. I got a chance. In fact, my daughter and her friend are in the other room watching it now. If they get confused on plot points, I guess they're going to come in and ask me. I'm not really going to spoil the movie. I guess I apologize for clicking on it, other than Taskmaster, which I think was known already from trailers and whatnot. And I'm not, when I say recreate, I'm not trying to do anything too fancy there. But if you haven't been to our channel before, go ahead and like and subscribe. Give a thumbs up to the video and whatnot. I was looking for something to stream with Marvel Champions, and I've got other games that I'm going to stream. We're going to hopefully do Venom this Tuesday, as long as it comes into us. So that should be a plan. But I thought it would be fun to do this. I saw so many people on the Facebook group and other places that were saying, like, oh, I'm going to play Black Widow versus Taskmaster. So I was like, let's do it. Let's have fun. So this isn't an amazing deck. This isn't an amazing challenge. I'm not really going for any of that. I may win. I may lose. This is, again, one of those fun ones where it's like, hey, I just want to recreate. And I thought, I'm going to play Black Widow Aggression. Again, not a spoiler, but she's very aggressive in the movie. I feel like the movie very much shows an aggressive nature, so I thought that made the most sense. Hey, Matt, thanks for joining me. As always, I play live, so if you're watching this back afterward, check us out, find our games that we're playing live, really other than the ones that I record with other people. Tuesday, hoping to play Venom and hoping to record from the store. I'm going to take this whole rig to the store and set it up and see how it all works and try to play there again. So you should be able to catch us, and Larry is going to join me, so that'll be good. I'll get Larry on stream. I may get him for another week, and then he's headed to Hawaii for 2 weeks with his family, so I will not have him. So Brian's going to jump on and play, so we're going to, like I keep promising, we're going to start to play from the store, but I actually got hired to do some other things at the store. I was trying to get those projects done, and I finally said, let me get to setting up the rig. So I'm going to bring it up there and make sure it all works, and we'll kind of have a mobile rig now. So it won't be as often from the store, but we'll set that up, and then we'll see as we jump into the fall, maybe we can do regular Marvel Champions again. I like it a lot, so should be good. Larry's off in Warhammer Age of Sigmar world. He's trying to get me to do that. He's doing a learn and play today at the store and all sorts of other things, so we'll see. Maybe that's something more like a battle report. I think works better. That might be actually something that I film and then edit together. I think works better than playing live, especially if I'm trying to learn the game, so there's that. So, howdy, if you're joining me, go ahead and say hello. I see there's just a couple people on here. It's a weird Sunday afternoon stream in terms of all that. Yeah, he's going to Hawaii with his family, so should be fun for them. I'm glad he's had a tough year at work, so I think it'll be good for him to get a vacation like that in, so happy for him on that front. Okay. So yeah, I think I'll go and play the deck and show you what I've got here, and then we'll try it out, and we'll play twice. If it doesn't work out, we'll play it again. It's nothing fancy. I realize I probably should have gone for something more with the movie, but I'm glad I didn't, so I don't spoil things for people. But I'm kind of going for an Avengers build. Obviously, with Taskmaster, I'm going to grab more allies, so it's kind of an allies build. So I've got my 3 double resources. Then I put in 1 power of all of us, 1 power of aggression, because I've got 5 new basic cards and 5 aggression cards that cost 2 or more, so I kind of stick with the 4 more, put 1 in, 7 or more, put 2 in, is usually what I'm going for. I've got a lot of basic in this deck, so you could argue that it's not aggression. So I've got the Lion Weight for the preparation. I've got the 2 honorary Avengers to add to get +1 health, whether it be the allies here that come out or the other ones that come into play. With the Avengers Tower, then we'll increase my thing by 1. Yeah, no, definitely. I'm glad he's able to do that. So, and we'll be able to stream a little bit before. So we'll do some Marvel Champions. If Venom doesn't come in, I guess we'll play some Drax or whatever else he's looking to do. Will kind of be the plan. But usually we get our shipment from Asmodee on Tuesday. So I'm just going to hope that works out. 3 Espionage. I really like these cards with her. You could live without it against Taskmaster. There's not a lot of surge, but I'm going to try to flip down a lot, even though that's risky. Downtime to keep her healthy, endurance, and target acquired. Again, this is one that I probably could live without. He doesn't have a ton of boost things in his deck, but there's that. The Avengers Tower, the team building exercise. I think this is another one I could probably not have. The Avengers Tower is enough as I'm looking through here. But if we get that set up, it'll work well. Queen Carrier, so we can get those extra resources, and the boot camp is really what I'm trying to show off here. I want to get the allies and have the boot camp out, and then just boom, 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 take them down Once I have like a full spread of allies, I could just punch him every turn for a whole bunch. So that's kind of the card I'm focusing on. That, and I want to get her suit out in this game. So those will be my two big cards to look at. Spider-Girl, Hulk, Valkyrie because they're Avengers, War Machine the same, and Nick Fury because of the card draw. Earth's Mightiest Heroes will allow me to either use one of them to ready Natasha so I can thwart for 2, or late game, get rid of Natasha. They all have +1 attack and they can do more damage. So I had 3 of these, I cut it down. First aid, either to heal her if it's getting tight, or just to heal whoever's doing well, including all these allies that will come out if we rescue them. That's going to kind of be the plan. The surprise attack is really to remove minions as I flip back and forth. It's an easy 1-cost way to deal 4 damage. And Into the Fray is my aggression threat removal card. So there's not a lot of minions in here. You shuffle in them. So I put in Hydra Patrol, and then I randomly pulled another one, and actually I kind of ironically pulled the Milano, what is that one, Ship Command. So I thought, well, let's kind of put it in space. It would be cool if they were fighting kind of like in space or while falling from the sky or something like that. I thought would be neat anyway. So that's what we're going to use. I do think this makes it a little easier with the Milano, but again, it's just a fun one. I'm not trying to show off like, oh, look at how amazing. I mean, we all know how Black Widow is to begin with, so should work out. All right, so let's shuffle up and play. The Milano is there to remind me to shuffle this and draw an encounter card to start, because Taskmaster says deal each player an encounter card. I want to do that, and I've got the Milano out here. And then I've got Natasha. I think this is 27 cards, so that's a 42-card deck. That's really about where I like to be. 40 works well. Again, if it was me, I probably could... Sorry, it is me. I probably would think about pulling Target Acquired and the Team Building Exercise. Those would be the two that I would shrink it down. So if it doesn't go well, some quick losses or something, I'll probably pull those two to make the deck a little more efficient. There's some other cards I like in aggression, like I really like Browbeat with Avengers. Is that the card? I think it's called that. Or especially when you play on Expert, you can deal 4 damage for 2, or you can deal 5 damage for 2. It's a good aggression card. And some other things, some other events. He doesn't get tough very often, so that wasn't a major worry that I had in terms of all that. But yeah, we'll have to see. So we got the Hydra Patrol we got to deal with there as well. That starts there from setup. And then we got to rescue some allies. So hopefully we'll get a good system going with all that. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got an espionage, downtime, safe house. Don't really need that. I like the espionage, and the double resource should be helpful. So we'll discard these 2. And we've got a Quinn carrier. Wow. Okay, so this is interesting. So we will use the espionage to play the safe house. We'll use the safe house to pull it back. Then we will use the Milano and the Power in All of Us to play the Quinn carrier. The Quinn carrier will play the espionage, drawing a card from Mission Prep. And then we'll use our double resource to play our Avengers Tower. Now if I flip, I'll take damage, but I'll be able to get rid of this Hydra Patrol. I could stay down another turn. I don't really need this Target Acquired. I may just stay down for a turn until I can get something else out. So I'm going to stay flipped down. I got all these resource cards now. I'll draw my 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's my suit. I like that. I can play Into the Fray when I pull an ally from this, which will help me get rid of the threat that gets added. I can use espionage as a resource to pull it back, and if this ever surges, then I'm in really good shape. I don't really need the first aid right now, so that's a pay. And then Hulk could be my blocker, so that's really all I'm using Hulk for, and then late in the game I'll punch with him if I've got him, but he'll just be a blocker. That's really how I like to use Hulk these days. All right, we'll add 1 threat here. He will scheme for 2 + 1 is 3, so this will go to 5. This is turn 1, baby. Turn 1. I stayed flipped down. So that's going to go to 5, and then he's going to get 2 encounter cards. There's a Captured by Hydra. We'll take one of these. All right, so we got a lot of threat to remove here now. And, oh, an advance. Okay, so this is going to be tricky. 2 plus, place a threat in the main scheme, so 3. All right. We'll see how we do. We don't have a lot of threat removal here. We can get rid of an enemy to do that, so that's going to kind of be the plan here. Okay. use that double. So where do we want to start? We don't need the espionage. He didn't surge. It's not a major focus. So I think we'll pull this target acquired. Then we will flip. When we flip, we will take 1 damage, go to 8. We will then exhaust to remove this 2 threat from Hydra Patrol. And we will go and get a Hydra Regular. Is there one in here, perhaps? No. That one will not incite. Oh, I cheated. Darn it. I played the Quinn Carrier before I flipped up. I do that a lot. Okay. How can I go back? I can switch it to a Helicarrier. That's my best way. So I won't have it as a bonus, but I'll still have it to use. So we'll do it that way so I don't have to start over. I forget that rule all the time, especially on stream. All right, come on, Helicarrier. Thank you, thank you. Probably should have just flipped up and it would have been fine. But this will be my easiest fix, I think. Yeah, it would be an easy fix if I could find a Helicarrier. All right, there we go. No, it's great. No, yeah, it's totally fine. I don't mind the whatever sticklerness nature, whatever it is. All right, so now we need to remove some threat. We don't have anything to really deal damage there, but we will play into the fray using the Helicarrier. Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously cheating by putting that in, but it's an easier way to do that. So that gets rid of 2, and then that will be 4 overkill. So that will bring this down to 4, helping us out there. All right. Then I really want to put this synth suit in, which will be perfect. So I'll put my synth suit down, and then I'll use the Milano and the Avengers Tower to play Hulk. Perfect. All right, let's draw up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's our boot camp, our Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Got an honorary Avenger if we want to add health. So I think our play is going to be to get this down and get the boot camp down. So we're going to struggle a little bit there. So instead of adding a threat, we're going to take a damage here because I think we're going to be okay to take damage. Then we'll have Hulk block after adding 2 threat here. Hulk blocks, that's for 4, which is kind of a perfect Hulk block. And then we will draw an assault. Man. All right, so he's attacking again. And we will just take it. 2 plus 2 is 4, so we'll go down to 3. Don't have anything to pop, otherwise I would use that. Okay. So now, get our gauntlet. So threat is really going to be our issue here. So we will go and get rid of 2 threat here. Be able to get that captured by Hydra. We will flip down. We will use this to go get one out of here, which I guess is going to be my espionage. Then I'll use Earth's Mightiest Heroes to play my gauntlet. Use my gauntlet to play another espionage. Draw a card. And then I've got all this stuff, huh? Oh, I should have played this before I flipped. I won't forget this time. All right, well, I'm going to have all these extra resources. Maybe I'll hold on to one of these. So 1, 2, 3. I'll be able to put the boot camp down. All this stuff that I can spend is tricky. Try to put it here like this. All right. So yeah, I wish I had played that. I should have thought that through. But we will discard the Dance of Death, and then we'll pull or draw back up. All right, there's the covert ops I'm waiting for. So now we should be able to covert ops, get another person and then deal with this will be the kind of goal that we have there. Get attack acrobatics out and start setting up kind of the normal Black Widow plan. All right, as long as we don't get messed up here by this. So this is going to add 2 to go to 6. He's going to scheme for 2 plus 1 is 3. That goes to 9. And then he's going to get photographic reflexes. So when he takes damage, be dealt back to me. All right, so he's going to have that damage thing. Perfect. All right, so let's use the gauntlet to play the attack acrobatics. Draw a card. It's a lion weight. Then we will... a lot of health here. We'll use Safe Haven in order to go in here and draw a target acquired. Wish I could get that downtime. We will use the target acquired to play Endurance, so we can get up to 6 health. And then we really got to get rid of Threat, so we're going to flip up and take 1. That's been helpful. Play the Honorary Avenger just on ourself to go to 6. Not my favorite place to play it, but it works. No Surge either yet, huh? Man. All right, and then we've got a couple cards here. So we can use these 2. The Helicarrier and the Milano, plus the Widow's Bite, to play Covert Ops. Remove 4 threat here. Exhaust. Get rid of this. That's out of the game. And we get Moon Knight. So we can play Moon Knight. Don't have the trigger for Moon Knight. And then play the Widow's Bite. And use Moon Knight to get rid of 2 threat here. All right. So now we just got to find a way. I want to play our Taskmaster, so we could use this to be able to pop that. All right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's another Covert Ops. That's what I want to see. Now I can flip down. So that should be really, really helpful. Should be able to confuse. Oh, he should be confused. Perfect. All right, now he can draw in advance. All right, so we're going to add 1 here to go to 8. Then I have to choose to take a damage or to add a threat. I will take the damage. Am I just blocking with Hulk here? It seems to make the most sense. I could exhaust with myself and use attack acrobatics, which is actually what I want to do. So that's a perfect 1. So I will deal the 1 damage back to him from that. That will remove this because it's an attack and deal 1 damage to me. That readies me. He had a total of 3 that he attacked me with, or 2 actually, so I'm blocked. And then when I do that, I ready and deal him 1 damage. Hey, we're actually on the board, so that worked out well. And then we will draw Cannonade. All right, so we got threat to remove here, but we have ways to deal with it. He's already confused. I'd almost rather hold the Covert Ops, but I feel like I'm being picky. All right, let's play Widow's Gauntlet. Let's use the Milano to get rid of 3 threat here, and Moon Knight to get rid of the other 1. It did have the 4 on that. So I wonder if that's just smarter. 2 to get rid of this. I might still play my Covert Ops. I will flip down. I will use the Safe House to grab Tacrobatics. I will use a Gauntlet to play Espionage. Draw a card. I will use the other Gauntlet to play Attack Acrobatics. And then still have the Helicarrier if I want to just Covert Ops. I think I do. Or no. I will Helicarrier and Avengers Tower to put Spider-Girl in play. And I will use her to remove 1 from here. All right, and then we're just going to hope that we get that to trigger. Everybody's ready here. We can't add an additional ally. I think I'm going to get rid of that team building exercise. Hold that covert ops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so we got a Valkyrie. We got a Nick Fury. We can put this grappling hook down to draw another card. So that should be a pretty good turn with the covert ops. We should start to see some headway here. All right. We will add 1 here. He's confused, and then he will draw a card, which is special delivery, in which case we will just exhaust the Milano. Okay, thank you. So let's put the grappling hook down with the 2 gauntlets, draw a card. Ooh, all right, what do we have for preps? 1, 2, 3, so he's free. So we actually almost need to get rid of Moon Knight. So we'll use Moon Knight to get rid of 2 here, bringing that down to 4. That was a weird way of doing that math. Then, oh, I can't bring in Nick. Still, I got too many allies, huh? Well, Nick is so good, we've got to do it. So we will use the Helicarrier. Oh, we got to use the safe house. We'll use the safe house to go get target acquired. We'll use the double resource, target acquired, and the Helicarrier to play Nick. Nick will let us draw 3 cards. That draws out our deck. More allies. Look at this. This is all I have left in my deck. It's the fun of Black Widow, thinning the deck. All right. Basically time to punch now. So Spider-Girl will punch for 3, because remember I have boot camp. So she's out. That brings him to 12. Do I want Hulk to punch? I am going to heal. Did I draw downtime? Nope. I'm going to heal for 3 to go to 7. Flip up. Draw. Take 2. Go to 5. Got all that fun to deal with. All right, I need to covert ops. So as much as I like War Machine, all right, Valkyrie. Yep, okay, here's the play. So it's going to be Avengers Tower plus Power of Aggression to play Valkyrie, nothing to deal damage to. And then I'm going to use these 3, Attack Acrobatics, War Machine, and Grappling Hook. Oh, wait, no. Before I play her, I wanted to punch with Hulk, and it's a lightning. So everybody takes 1. Take 1. Nick takes 1. And then he gets punched for 4, so he goes to 7. Hulk is out. A little bit rough for me. Then I play Valkyrie. Then I use the covert ops to take 4 and confuse, and then play Winter Soldier for free. And Valkyrie and Winter Soldier will punch him for 6, bringing him down to 1. So next turn we'll flip and try to kill him, I think. Oh, actually we could flip him this turn with that. Might not be my best bet, though. Have to see. All right. Yeah, I like the boot camp here. This is fun. I always want to get this card working, and I really like it with her. And against Taskmaster, you get free allies. That's kind of cool. All right, let's drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's Moon Knight. So we got a lot of punchy if we want it. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. It's close to being able to beat him in terms of that. Oh, did Fury never attack? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, sure. I'll just flip him. It's just an extra encounter card. So now he's at 17 health. Thanks, Brian. All right, 17 health. What's that? Oh, that's his card over here. Okay. We will add a threat instead of taking a damage. I think we're pretty good there. He will attack into Fury. 3 plus 2 is 5. Fury's out. And then he's got these 3 encounter cards. Captured by Hydra. That works fine. The Rogue Vessel will surge. Welcome. Is it for each one? After you trigger the ability of a prep card, deal 1 damage to the enemy. So that'll be 3. 1, 2, 3. Now I think he's dead. 1, 2, 3 cards. There's a Dance of Death. That should be the finishing blow. Nice. That surges, however, into Under Fire. Okay, now I don't need more surge. Which goes into Hydra Soldier. Darn it. Another Hydra Soldier. Ouch. Into Master Plan. Okay, all right. Calm down. And we take a damage at the end of the round. Okay. Well, he's got a couple tricks up his sleeves here, huh? So, interesting enough, I can't punch them for 4. But I could soften them up a little bit. Probably downtime to deal with that. What do I have to do this? Exhaust a Milano and 2 resources. Okay. So let's do our... Oh, I could have canceled cards. Okay. Forgot that. Yeah, I could have canceled the Under Fire there. Would have been really smart on my part. But I didn't. Oh, I do have a Widow's Bite, though, however, so I will use that. So I Widow's Bite. That will deal 1 damage to him. It's a little bit late on that trigger, but should be good. So then, I'm not going to stun him because I'm just going to kill him. I will use the Helicarrier and the double resource to Dance of Death. And I'll do 1, 2, 3, and that will take both of them out. Give me 2 encounter cards. All right. Then we will play Moon Knight. And we will trigger his ability with the Power in All of Us to draw 2 extra cards, 2 double resources. Man, it is my day. So we'll exhaust the Milano to get rid of the Rogue Vessel with the double resource. We will then play Team Building Exercise. We will punch for 3, 6, 9, bringing him to 4. I've got no other damage in my hand, huh? Are we punching for 2 if we draw something? Draw an Avenger. What we got left? We got rid of Nick, War Machine, Hulk's in there, Spider-Girl, so we're not going to draw somebody. Got this out to deal with. I should be good. All right, so I guess instead of punching for 3 with him, I'll just get rid of the threat here to make sure that doesn't become an issue. I will flip down. I'll use Surprise Attack to play Downtime. Yeah, I really messed up that last turn where I could have used her abilities in this grappling hook. I mean, that probably was a better way to do that. And then I will heal for 5 to go to 8. I will then pull an Espionage and play it to draw, and then play the target acquired. And I'm going to get rid of that because I don't think I need it. All right. Here we go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That draws out our deck, so this could get a little messy. Oh, that's the other call. Yeah, I'm playing that a little slow. The preparations could have finished him if I just punched. That's okay. I think I've got it. I mean, unless there's a lot of chaos in there. I've got the Dance of Death. I mean, he's done. But we'll see. Could have messed that up. 2, we'll also see if we can free another person. Why not? I like this boot camp. It's tricky to play that way, but the boot camp with the Avengers, that's really fun to work our way through. All right, so we're going to add 2 here because of this. He's confused. And then he's going to get 4 cards. Assault, Surges. That will trigger my Espionage. Draw 2 more cards. Into a Hydra Hunter. Into this one. No, I draw from my own deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, I did draw a Thwart card. So he will thwart. He will scheme for 3. Plus 1 is 4. So that will go to 5 or 6. Man. Shadow the Past. There we go. So I can't bring in Taskmaster. This is kind of lame on that front. So this Taskmaster gets set aside. Not that it really matters if I'm going to defeat him this turn. And then there's 4 threat on this scheme. And these 3 get shuffled in. And then the last one is Exhaustion. Shuffle these in first. And that gives him his sword. All right, well, he's quite dead. Do we have some threat removal here? We do have a Covert Ops. So we will pull our Espionage back. We will play our Espionage to draw a card. Get Nick Fury, of course. Okay. We'll get rid of these 2. We don't even need the Dance of Death. 3, 4 to play Nick. Oh, wait. After we remove threat, Shadows surges? Does it surge because I can't play him? If your nemesis does not have the game. Oh, it surges. Thank you. All right, so Hull Breach. So I will deal 3 damage to myself. Thanks about that. I forgot. All right, I will... I paid for Nick Fury, but first I want to use Valkyrie to punch this guy out. Then I will flip up and take 3 damage. I see how this is going to be. Play Nick, draw 3 more cards. Nothing of which I can really use here. So these 3 will pay for Covert Ops. Get rid of 4, which will clear this scheme. And, I mean, that's it. 3, 6, 9. Can I get rid of the sword first? Sure. Use these 2 to get rid of the sword. We cleaned up a little bit. We weren't able to save that one, but we punched Taskmaster out. Nice. Wow. Well, that deck worked well. Yes. No, it's totally fine. All right. Well, that worked. There's a little Black Widow. That was just kind of for the fun of doing it. Sorry, I missed a couple of those triggers. Probably the biggest offense there was... Well, I probably could have beat him earlier. The biggest one was playing the Quinn Carrier, so I just switched it for the Helicarrier, which maybe is something I need to just remember to do with Black Widow, because I often try to play that turn 1. And forget that I need to flip up. So there's that. But there you go. Hopefully you've seen the movie. Hopefully you've played the battle. Yeah, that's the best this deck has done. I've actually played it 3 times, and I lost 1, and I won the second one. And then I was like, oh, how will it go? And that's the best this deck has done. So that's not to say it can't do well, but worked out. I also got a capture by Hydra pretty early. I guess Hulk for the block was good. Black Widow's weird with the 9 health. It's like sometimes the 9 health doesn't matter at all, and sometimes the 9 health is like what the whole thing is about. And I was a little afraid with Taskmaster that 9 health would be really tricky in the flipping and everything. And also I drew those. I guess the one bad draw was getting the 2 Covert Ops right in a row. But I managed to just play around it. I really like to hold that card. And then I had it confused for late game when I flipped down. So that worked out really well. All right. that is that. I'm going to keep, what can you expect this week? I'm going to keep on playing Imperium Classics. I actually played my game 1 again. If you didn't check out that stream, it's a really cool game. The designer gave me some tips and I won off stream, so I'm going to carry on to my game 2. I'll mention that on there. Our Venom pack will come in, so you'll definitely see Larry and I. It might be us playing Drax if we don't get Venom on Tuesday because we can't do it Wednesday. So I'll be doing that. And then Thursday I have a game day all day with some people from out of town, so that's not going to work out. And then during this week, I also want to play Embarcadero. Actually, kind of a boringish looking game, but really neat. I didn't know about this. The Embarcadero is a space where after the gold rush in San Francisco, in the bay, there were all these ships that I guess were just sitting there, boats, and people pulled the boats in and actually built shops on the boats and created a whole like dock town, if you will, of shopping. And that's what you're doing in the game. And it's got a solo mode that's actually pretty easy to pull off. So it's an easy way for me to show off the game. I also want to play Summer Camp, which is a game we don't have at the store because it's a Target exclusive. But want to show that game off because it's really neat. And it could eventually come to our store, or it's just cool to play games on the channel. So we're not worried about everything being in the store. So yeah, that's it. Let me know if you want to see more Marvel Champions. I can do more Marvel Champions, maybe record some more with some other players because I like playing more than just solo when I can. But you should definitely catch us Tuesday. I'll put that up hopefully this evening. I think we're going to do 6 o'clock. So we'll see everybody then and there. All right. Enjoy your Black Widow movie. That is Natasha taking on Taskmaster. Oop, I killed the wrong one. And Natasha wins the Black Widow. So enjoy the movie if you haven't seen it. Enjoy the Marvel Champions. Keep on playing, everybody. Thanks so much. I am the Brandt, and until next time, I hope you step into the portal.